position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. It's a seam lock. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. You could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's going to take off. Turning on the Jets. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fires left. He's got an open man. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
with a 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's going to run it. The ball squirted out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go.
Rides the back and leaves it. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback.
Yeah, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets the back moving. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with myriad options options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. And the defense, got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that is just what this defense needed. Man, they have created the momentum. They're on a run. They get a big sack. This is what they need. They need to get a stop and keep this train rolling.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll run it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the back. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quarterback making adjustments. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The RPO fires the weak to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll leave it with him. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. On the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. To the air on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Myers on the move. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, LSU.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. They just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return. The 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Might be changing the route. He leaves it with his back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. This drive will open from the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try the right side. Open space at the 25. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set on the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They kick it away on fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
odyssey. Williams, Bryce alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. LSU 14, South Carolina 10.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
21, South Carolina 10.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
PAT unit on the field. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
South Carolina, 10.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. A designed run from the quarterback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.